Cuckoo. 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 Welcome back to Everyday's Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Everyday's Movie Ever, and I found a movie. Today, I'm going to be discussing Save the Dog, or rather, Go for Broke. Go for Broke or Save the Dog, as we know, these movies could have alternate titles, was originally released in 1988. It's a television release that I, at the time, was unable to watch. It was number 275. I covered everybody already in it, so let's just jump right into it. The opening titles were so fun for a television release. I couldn't believe that they went with that kind of stylized moment for just a television release. And then this movie is stressful. This movie is one bad thing after another, piled all the way until the end of the movie. And it stressed me out, dude. There was no breath. I know I just recently complained, or maybe you haven't even seen the video yet, actually, because these are coming out sooner than normal Disney videos. But there's a movie I watched at the same time that stressed me out, or didn't stress me out, but there was no breath in the edit. This was like a stressful no breath in the edit, and I guess that's what they were going for, but I didn't like it. This movie is about a broke actress who literally has like no money, finding out that her dog needs $500 for a life-saving surgery, otherwise he has to be put to sleep. And the vet she takes him to says he can hold the dog until 5 p.m. But after 5 p.m., if she can't come up with the money for the life-saving surgery, it's not right to let the dog suffer, and he's gonna put the dog down. And then it's all about how in that day she's trying to raise the $500 while also go to this callback for a commercial spot that she's up for. And it is genuinely, like, so stressful, and I have mad opinions about this. I know that America sucks and capitalism is the worst, and, like, somewhat is facilitating the situation, but at the same time, this woman put herself in this situation, right? Becky, like, chose to be an actress without any kind of day job, and chose to be in a situation where she's got, like, no money, a car that constantly needs work, like, I don't know, she, like, and then chose to have an animal, which is unfair to the animal, in my opinion. And so this movie was, like, just bad decision after bad decision. And I get, like, the whole point is she's desperate to save her dog, but at the same time, like, what's it gonna look like after he's had this surgery? Can you care for him after this? Like, I don't know. So I was having some opinions. Basically, the movie starts, she's late to an audition because her car needed oil that she stopped to get. She makes it to the audition, she fumbles the audition, but the director really likes her because she's like a real person and not some pretty model-like actress. And so he wants to see her again the next day, but says, like, leave the day open. She's like, okay. And then the next day, something's wrong with her dog, Petey. She takes Petey to the vet. The vet says, like, he needs this life-saving surgery. It costs $500. If you can't raise the money by 5 p.m., like, it's not fair to the dog. We have to put the dog down. And so then she tries to ask friends for money, and she gets, like, a certain amount of money and just needs, like, $95 more or something. And so she, like, went around, like, asking for money to all the people she knows and got, like, a certain amount of money, I guess, like, $400-ish bucks. And then she needed another 95, so she tries to get a job. The lady is, like, doesn't want to hire an actress, but she's like, I'm not an actress, I promise, I just am trying to save my dog. Can I have an advance of $95? She's like, well, if you complete this one delivery, I'll give you the advance of $95. So she's like, okay, great. So she leaves to go to this delivery. She gets in a fender bender, and then her car is, like, stalling up a hill, so she goes to get oil. When she comes back, the car's getting towed, but to get the car out of the tow area, it's $100, and she doesn't want to give $100 of the money she just raised for herself. So then she's trying to, like, find a way to deliver this letter, so she pays this boy for his bicycle She pays him $10 to rent the bicycle. Turns out that boy stole the bicycle from a little girl. The little girl's dad is a police officer, so now, like, she's wanted by the cops for stealing a little girl's bicycle. And then as she goes, she, I forget, like, is evading arrest or whatever, right? So then she gets cuffed to a dumpster, and the dumpster starts to roll down. She gets cuffed to a dumpster because there's a bank robbery happening, and the cop has to go help with the bank robbery, so he cuffs her to a dumpster. The dumpster starts rolling down a hill, so she hops in the dumpster, because what can she do? She can't stop the dumpster from rolling. Inside the dumpster is the bank robber. So then she starts, like, she gets, like, for aiding and abetting a bank robber, even though he takes her hostage, technically, but then she talks him out of it, and talks him into turning himself in. And then she is getting a ride from someone, but her letter flies out the window, so she goes to find the letter she's supposed to deliver, and some random person saw it on the ground and put it in a mailbox, so then she tries to take the mailbox off the pole to get the letter out, because it's supposed to be messenger delivered, not just delivered via mail. And so then she's seen trying to take the mailbox off, which is a felony. So then she's, like, reported to the police for that. And, it is just, like, one thing after another. And it's actually so brutal and so stressful. And it's like, lady, like, at some point, like, give it up and just, like, tell someone about, like, she's trying to tell the story of the dog, but, like, no one, it's just, genuinely, I was, like, mad at her, because I was like, this is, like, all your own doing. Like, you're getting in actual legal trouble, and, like, I know the point is, like, she didn't care she was getting in legal trouble because she was just trying to save her dog, which, like, obviously, of course, but I don't know. It just was not. Like, you barely get to see this relationship between her and her dog. Like, it all happens so fast. So I have mad problems with this. And then obviously at the end, she finally gets arrested, and the director of the commercial bails her out so he can do this frickin' callback on film, so he can convince the people that own the company of the dog food that it needs to be her. And then it's her, and then she's in the commercial, and it seems like because she was in the commercial, she doesn't have to deal with any of the frickin' legal things she did. I don't know. It was really made me mad. Cindy Williams' Disney roles, she very much has a similar vibe, her characters, to any Kirstie Alley role I saw as a child, so I just thought that was interesting. My favorite part was probably the end, where I could finally breathe, because not, like, a million illegal things were happening to her a ton. And then my least favorite is probably every time she broke the law, instead of, like, just being like, okay, this is getting out of hand. Watch again? No. Recommend? Probably not, actually. Like, it's fine. It's not the worst. Like, it's definitely, like, on the upper half, I'd say. But I just, like, I'm good. You know, I never have to see this again. That's everything I have for Go for Broke or Save the Dog. My final rating is 6 dogs. Yeah! 6 dogs out of 10. Our original movie count is... Paradetto and Cry Count are unadjusted, like I don't have to adjust anything, they remain the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials and check out my website. My website's really cool. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday, but a lot of the time Wednesdays now. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early. Tiers above that, you get daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Buy merch. Merch is great. Merch is grand. Until next time, come on, subscribe, and I'm in charge of your life. You are, so you, and don't be... That's tough. Maybe the Zippity Doodah lady, she was kind of awful. She was kind of awful. Your feet touch the actual ground outside. Whoa! Don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah, you're pretty girl. Thank you. Thank you. Who's pretty girl? Oh, you don't gotta punch me in the face. Pew, 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 pew. You saw that. She punched me first.